The way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you gotta put up with the rain. I'm not offended by all the dumb blonde jokes because I know I'm not dumb. And I also know that I'm not blonde. If you don't like the road you're walking, start paving another one. We cannot direct the wind, but we can adjust the sails. You'll never do a whole lot unless you're brave enough to try. It costs a lot of money to look this cheap. If I see something sagging, bagging or dragging, I'll get it nipped, tucked or sucked. Storms make trees take deeper roots. Find out who you are. And do it on purpose. When I wake up, I expect things to be good. If they're not, then I try to set about trying to make them as good as I can, 'cause I know I'm gonna have to live that day anyway. So why not try to make the most of it if you can? Some days, they pan out a little better than others, but you still gotta always just try. You can be rich in spirit, kindness, love, and all those things that you can't put a dollar sign on. I thank God for my failures. Maybe not at the time, but after some reflection. I never feel like a failure just because something I tried has failed. Songwriting is my way of channeling my feelings and my thoughts. Not just mine, but the things I see, the people I care about. My head would explode if I didn't get some of that stuff out. My weaknesses have always been food and men, in that order. It's a good thing I was born a girl, otherwise I'd be a drag queen. I was the first woman to burn my bra. It took the fire department 4 days to put it out. If I hadn't been a woman, I'd be a drag queen for sure. I like all that flair, and I'd be dressing up in them high heels and putting on the big hair. I'd be like RuPaul. The only way I'd be caught without makeup is if my radio fell in the bathtub while I was taking a bath and electrocuted me and I was in between makeup at home. I hope my husband would slap a little lipstick on me before he took me to the morgue. Dollywood is a family park, and all families are welcome. We do have a policy about profanity or controversial messages on clothing or signs. It is to protect the individual wearing or carrying them, as well as to keep down fights or problems by those opposed to it at the park. You'd be surprised how much it costs to look this cheap. People say I look so happy, and I say, that's the Botox. I don't kiss nobody's butt. Every single diet I ever fell off of was because of potatoes and gravy of some sort. Above everything else I've done, I've always said I've had more guts than I've got talent. I feel that sin and evil are the negative part of you, and I think it's like a battery. You've got to have the negative and the positive in order to be a complete person. You gotta keep trying to find your niche and trying to fit into whatever slot that's left for you, or to make one of your own. I don't like to give advice. I like to give people information because everyone's life is different, and everyone's journey is different. People make jokes about my bosoms. Why don't they look underneath the breasts at the heart? It's obvious I've got big ones, and if people want to assume they're not mine, then let them. I'm not going to limit myself just because people won't accept the fact that I can do something else. Kitty Wells was the first and only queen of country music, no matter what they call the rest of us. She was a great inspiration to me as well as every other female singer in the country music business. In addition to being a wonderful asset to country music, she was a wonderful woman. Which one do you like? Comment below. Thank you.